Hi friends, it's Saturday, September 19th, 2014. Lynn and Jamie continuing our assignment. We're in DC today. We may not be here much longer. There's a deep sadness arising as we prepare for this session. It seems to have to do with grieving for this biosphere. So with that as our focus, we're going to set the intention to heal the root causes of this grief and whatever it represents in such a way as to manifest the divine plan for this biosphere and trigger the awakening whose time has come. And now we begin. We're in a space. The space is empty, like it looks like when somebody has just moved out. It's not completely empty, but the furniture is gone and the occupants are gone, and all that's left is the
rubble or debris.
Debris, yes. You see that?
Yeah.
Dust bunnies, trash.
Bits of lint.
People are here coming in to clean.
It's true.
They're talking about it. It's like the show they're talking about, like a run-of show in theater.
Yes.
The run-of show. And they're talking about the plot and how it took its twists and turns. But it's clearly over, and now the guides are saying, what do I notice? They're drawing my focus to that rubble, to that debris.
Yes.
It looks like a globe broken into bits.
It does. It's like I can see bits of continents scattered.
Yeah, I see the green and the blue and the white that represents clouds.
Yeah.
It's like a photo of Earth from space, a globe of Earth from space.
Right.
Broken into bits. That assignment to get vertical and live on life doesn't go away.
That's true.
Get it going right now. The sooner we begin, the easier it's going to be. They tell us all the time what we need to do, and the sooner we respond, the easier it is on us.
That's true.
It only makes it harder on us when we're slow to respond. So now I see the NGO guy, and he's just kind of like stepping over rubble. It's high, he has to lift his knees up. Going somewhere. It's like he's going somewhere with an armful of files, and his desk is up there, and he has to
climb over the stuff, yeah.
Climb over the rubble in order to get there. But he's definitely going to set up shop there.
Yeah.
He's going there, and he's going to be working, and he has his files, and he's ready to go. So the message is really clear, because we're seeing him stepping over the rubble, but right now, it's happening now. What that means this week, this month, next spring, I don't know, but sooner is better than later.
Sooner is better than later.
However, they're showing me again the bookcase, and there are 3 books on the bookcase. Those 3 books are there. 3 plans now.
That's true.
The one big one is really big.
Yeah.
Looks like an unabridged, almost an encyclopedia-sized big book now.
Yeah.
That represents new asteroid belt.
Biosphere gone.
Biosphere blown to bits, new asteroid belt. But the other 2 books are still there. Both of them are short books. It's interesting. They're showing to me how they're like picture books, not a lot of reading. You'll read it quickly. It's a quick read.
Yeah.
It's a quick read. And then on the last page, the ending doesn't seem all that different, really.
No.
Do you see any different ending on the last pages? I don't feel any life at the end.
I don't feel any life at the end of the middle book.
I don't feel any life at the end of any of them.
I don't feel any life at the end of any of the books. But the right and left one have the same ending, which is kaboom. Everything gone, biosphere gone. But in the middle one might just be stone cold rock falling through space.
It might be, It might be.
But there are definitely only 3 books.
Right. It seems like the books have been disappearing roughly 1 a day.
Yeah.
Right? At that rate, a decision is coming in the next 2 days. Now that might not continue at that rate. I'm not saying
That's
it will.
true. That's true.
But it could.
It could.
We're preparing for the long haul, and we're preparing for the short haul, and we're preparing for the interim haul. Prepare for all options.
That's true.
Those are the instructions. Prepare for all
That's true.
options. So no matter what the option is that the guides choose, it's going to be the best one.
That's true.
And no matter what the option is that the guides choose, we need a nice vertical pillar.
That is true.
So we can get started on that right away.
Yes.
We can get started on that right away. I see again a tunnel into the future. And I see damage or something not right. I can't quite tell what it is.
It looks like something big came crashing through the tunnel, banging into the walls.
But from this side, not that side. Look at the
Right, no,
angles
from
of the crash mark.
Behind us, to the future.
Right. That can't be right.
No.
That can't be right. Just take pictures of it. Click, 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 click.
Life
Whatever
here.
I had to do with it. Taking pictures of that as well. It's sad to think that these are some of my students who did this. But it's unmistakable. It has a certain smell. It's unmistakable. It's clearly people I know. People I taught. Not just people I know. People I taught. People I taught this access to. So I assume that I have consequences as a result of teaching people who would do something like this. It's my working theory, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, so I just take pictures of that.
Yeah.
Surely there are consequences, right? Surely there are consequences. So, whatever errors were made, I'm going to gather them up right now and turn them into the evidence bin with it's like a calling card or something on it, you know, yes. Like a gift tag, that's what it is, a gift tag.
Yeah.
To source from Lynn. Sorry about that. I don't want to disconnect this tunnel. Maybe that wasn't what we're supposed to do.
It doesn't.
It's not about disconnecting the
No,
tunnel.
it's about
keeping
them out,
sacred
keeping
things
it safe.
Keeping sacred things
sacred.
But it has to be on the characteristics, you know?
Right.
It's like the subway token gates. People can only get in here if they're demonstrating the characteristics sufficiently.
Right.
So perhaps we shouldn't have taught this until people actually qualified. But how can they qualify without having been taught this? You see how it's a koan.
True.
It's another koan. Right.
Right.
There's no way for people to qualify for this without being taught so that they can practice so that they can gain the access. It's a koan. It circles their showing again. Does the driver said teacher have responsibility for the crashes of his students after they get their license?
Man, that is a gray area.
Isn't it a great question?
That is
It's
a gray
great
area.
question. But that's what we have. I'm in effect a driver's ed teacher.
Right.
And my students have crashed their heavy equipment into the walls of this tunnel through time. And they are rampaging through the universe, through space-time, wreaking havoc. Click, 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 click. These are my students. To source from Lynn, I am so sorry. Pack it up. Pack it up. It has a number of levels of meaning.
true.
Obviously, pack it up here in DC and get past the neck of Florida before it closes, because that is imminent.
It's true.
One more student. Only one more student. Not going to work with anyone else. He's pre-qualified. He's
true.
pre-qualified. If he manages to make it to where we are, he's in. No other students for now. They do crazy things after they get their license. And it doesn't matter if they even have just a learner's permit. They think that they have more than that. They get too big for their britches. Right?
That's true.
And they steal the heavy equipment and crash it into the tunnels of space-time. Wow.
That's true.
It's bad enough to be in my seat. I definitely wouldn't want to be in theirs. Click, 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 click. Asking for future beings who know exactly what to do. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry. I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry. Let's just take out the... There's... I don't know what to do. The trash is out. The mud is clear. What's left is big damage.
Huge damage.
Huge damage. It's like Mount Rushmore size damage.
I don't think
This is beyond my capacity. So sorry. They're pulling the tunnel shut from their end. You see that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now that the tunnel is dark, it's like the lights have gone out.
I saw it just kind of go whoosh.
Yeah.
And kind of
like they were pulling a fabric tube.
Yes, pulling a fabric tube. Pulsing a vortex. Don't know which vortex this is, but it's big and ancient. A big ancient vortex.
That's true.
It's comforting to pulse this vortex, asking the living waters to flow, and it's old water. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Old water. It's comforting. It is very comforting. Sacred water, very old and very sacred. Now remember, it could still be months. You know? It could still be months. I hope not, as fast as it's going downhill. I
wouldn't take the bet.
I wouldn't take that bet. And I would also say, don't wait.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. Look how fast it's spreading. The galaxy has gone down. Do it now. Do it now.